that they got little kids or little girls or something like that in any kind of pictures or any kind of photos.
Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child.
Did you ever wonder what happened to that white child Ava that Diddy had adopted during the pandemic? It happened 4 years ago, and it appears that just recently the world has finally learned her destiny. The story of another sick mistreatment brought by the music mogul's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal. This man has shared a lot of creepy secrets of Diddy's lifestyle, and he just dished on what really happened with this adopted child, and it is jaw-dropping. Gene claims Diddy allegedly did some pretty awful things to Ava, and it was during the raids that the feds discovered the truth.
He used to tape them on the phone and all that stuff like that. Maybe he had burnouts or something like that.
Most people don't even remember how the music mogul adopted a white girl a few years ago, and then she just disappeared back then. No one paid much attention because we didn't know all the crazy stuff we do know about Diddy and what a monster he is. When the feds turn your house upside down, it's a sign you did something really bad. No one expected this, but since November, all new information about Diddy and his mistreatment of people around him has been surfacing with each lawsuit. That's Cass's lawsuit was the start of it all. And then there's Lil Rod stepping up, claiming Diddy not only mistreated him physically, but also had the odd tape of everything illegal that was going on behind the doors of his luxurious mansions.
Hidden cameras and compromising recordings of celebrities and politicians. Now, all this was prior to today's federal raid.
And then boom, Homeland Security raided Diddy places in LA and Miami without any warning. And as Gandil said, a lot of things were uncovered on the sites, including the secret tapes. Things went from bad to worse for the music mogul. And as the ex-bodyguard is now saying among those tapes, there was footage of incriminating character that may reveal to the world what has happened to Ava in Diddy's house ever since the adoption in April 2020. No one heard a word about this girl.
Now, I'm not going to be defensive. I'm just going to state.
The feds have all reasons to think that Diddy went way too far than just treating his own artists like Cassie. Once you learn, it is really disturbing. As Lil Rod claimed in his lawsuit against the music mogul, Combs regularly hosted intimate trafficking parties with women under the age of 18 and illegal substances, and implies record label executives who looked the other way financially benefited from access to celebrities and dignitaries, including the British royal Prince Harry. And if you think you've already heard enough of Diddy's CK empire, it's just the tip of an iceberg. If he managed to miss Chassie and openly get physical with other artists, it's hard to imagine his moves against the child. And while it may be rather disgusting, the world deserves to get some answers about what really happened with Diddy.
It's whatever they find in there, bro. They're not just gonna limit themselves to that one thing.
The social media has been filled with the most terrible predictions regarding the fate of this girl once she wound up in Diddy's hands, as one user noted. If Diddy did anything to this girl and his famous cronies knew about it, they should all be imprisoned. And another user added, they got all these records with all these kids, and he's still wandering the streets. Wow. So it appears that the girl has been living in her worst nightmare since 2020, when Diddy went live on Instagram announcing to the world that he's adopted a white girl named Ava. He even pushed her into the camera to confirm she's part of the comms crew now. But now people are not so sure it was a noble gesture. And here's why that video just seems super weird.
Decided that he would like to be a caring man.
If you look at that cringeworthy footage, it's obvious that she was prepping her to behave on camera as the only child in a room full of grown men. But buckle up because there's more to understand here. Ava shared more details of his adoption, saying that the music mobile picked her up from the streets and Papa Combs decided that he was going to be a loving man. Well, we've all seen his way of caring for people on that shocking video with Cassie, where the music mogul was basically pulling her by the hair and hitting her hard. And you know why it all feels creepy with Diddy's adoption. In that video, Ava is surrounded by his boys, despite the fact that she clearly stated before.
And it's Ava Brioni Combs.
The biggest mind-scratcher for many is how Ava seemed to disappear into thin air after that one video. Now others think that his goals were far from pure, because he was saying some creepy things to her in that film before placing a kiss on her cheek. I adopted you because I felt that you could enjoy having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. And let's just talk about how Ava basically disappeared from that moment. No family pics, no videos, nothing. It's like she blinked out of existence considering Diddy was all about her calling him. Papa, you don't have to be a detective to determine that anything horrible happened to that girl after the IG Live finished.
And speak on what happened to her, I believe she would do it.
All of the latest Bombshells fans are starting to piece together a quite sinister picture. And just when everyone thought the truth will never be out, Gene Deal shocked the public with his claims. He has already spilled a lot of dark stuff from his deal activities to survivors of Diddy's behavior, and it looks like he knows a thing or two about the music mogul allegedly mistreating Ava, but he went even further, claiming Diddy used her for power and then tossed her aside.
I don't know if he need that type of attention or he want that type of attention. Evidently he do.
At the time, everyone thought Diddy was a national hero for adopting during the pandemic, when kids needed all the love they could get. But now people can't stop giving him the side eye for so many reasons. And here comes the worst part. Allegedly, the chaos in Diddy's life unfolded just as agents swarmed his properties to seize the evidence of the crimes Diddy allegedly had no idea they were coming, according to sources, adding that the rumors he was tipped off about the raids were nons. It's not only Diddy who's facing grim music. His kids are also in the mix, with some worrying claims, and guess what? They were also on the video with Ava smiling in a very creepy way, making you question if they were also a part of that team that supposedly did some horrific things to this girl.
To pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Yeah.
10 a week after agents stormed Diddy Lay and Miami homes in connection with continued investigation, a video of the feds using force and detaining his sons Justin and Christian was made public. Apparently, they were marched to the man at gunpoint like hardcore criminals. As it turned out, no signs of Ava were found in the mansions. Otherwise, it would make all the headlines right away. The media is watching every Diddy step now, and there's no chance that such a massive crime wouldn't go.
They're gonna go through all those devices. They're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
The biggest question is what truly happened to Ava after that video, and what she had to go through while covertly living under Puffy's roof. But many people think that Gene should go directly to the FBI with his account, as one user commented. Gene should be held accountable for his knowledge of being there and knowing, but not assisting these children. He was definitely full of it. He was getting paid to defend Diddy from his misdeeds, and he was acting in concert. Apparently, the industry is even sicker than we know, and once Diddy's crimes are proven, the next mighty figures will fall as his partners. But what do you think about all of this? Did Diddy adopt this little girl for his and his friends' enjoyment, and where he may be hiding her? Leave your ideas in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my other videos.